my sweet friends, I'm so excited. We have finished week 1 of Duty or Delight. And I hope that as you have worked through, if your week was anything like my week and like our home group week that was here yesterday, you had some great highs and some hard stuff, and it may have even felt a little low at sometimes, but I just want to encourage you to press through. Very first thing out of the gate this week that stuck out in week 1 was on page 12, and Tammy had said very sweetly but very firmly that God did not save us so we could keep Him happy. He saved us for soul-satisfying intimacy, and I hope that in week 1 that became the thing, your goal, the thing you're working for, the thing you're moving towards, that it's not about completing a checklist. It's not about having all our ducks in order. It's about intimacy with the Lord. And so much truth in that little statement. I wish that you could sit in our living room with us on Tuesday and hear. I just want to tell you a little bit about the makeup of our group without giving away too much. We are all manner of walk of life. We have sisters who grew up on the mission field, so they were raised in the church, and then you have myself, who was raised with godly parents and raised in the church. Then we have a lady who moved to the United States at the age of around 11 or 12, I may be wrong, but she came to the States later and then came to know the Lord here. And then we have people that did not grow up in Christian homes and have come to know the Lord a little later in life. So we have a wide range of testimony of what God has done. So it's a very interesting conversation to see how similar we are in some aspects, but how polar opposite we are in others. But the thing that remains the same is that God desires that soul-satisfying intimacy with all of us. I hope that in the comments this week you will answer this question. We discussed 4 pitfalls. Which pitfall resonated with you the most? We talked about that here yesterday morning. For me, the pitfall was a tie between insecurity and fear, but fear would be very closely tied to insecurities. So that was kind of where mine was. I want you to elaborate on that in the comments. Talk about which pitfall, as much as you can, resonated with you the most. Was there a statement? Like for me, the soul-satisfying intimacy was huge. If that was big for you, comment on that. If it wasn't, then give me your wow moment, your wow phrase that stuck with you. How about that confidence booster? Can you say it? I'm going to say it. Okay, and this is not the confidence booster, so I'm not cheating. The confidence booster number 1 is, I am chosen. And the verse is Ephesians 1:4, and I will give you much grace if you will give me much grace. And it says that, for He has chosen us in Him before the foundation of the earth to be, oh goodness, I totally said, I hope you're giving me some grace, to be holy and blameless in His sight. Holy and blameless, my theme for the year. God is telling me that it's time to walk in a holy manner and to be, to apply holiness to my everyday life and into every aspect of my life. To be holy because He is holy. And so I love that this very first verse that we have meditated on and memorized says that He has called us and He's chosen us to be holy and blameless in His sight. That we are chosen. That was a big thing this week. And last week I had given my girls here in the house, I just took some little 3x5 cards and made them a quick little spiral, and I hope that you'll do the same thing. We have great perforated cards in the back of our books, and mine is sitting in my kitchen window for week 1, and I will pull out week 2 this afternoon and put it up there. You can put them on your bathroom mirror, wherever you need to be reminded, but I think sometimes I need to write something down to help me remember it. It's just the way I am. It's the way God wired my brain. If I don't write it, I don't remember it. So I hole punched and put together a little homemade spiral, and they are writing like week 1, or confidence booster 1, I am chosen, and then the memory verse. And then my sweet Sarah, my sweet friend Sarah, on the back of that card, she wrote down during week 1 things that stuck out or things that the Lord spoke to her. And that was so tender of her to share that with us yesterday. So I hope that you will feel safe here to comment and to tell us what God is showing you. On the front of our verses, on the front of our spiral, I just shared a verse that our pastor is preaching through Nehemiah. We're almost done, and this one verse just continues to resonate with me. It says, I'm doing a great work and I cannot come down. We're talking about building a wall, and the wall and that God has assigned us to in our life, and the things that we're supposed to be building and doing for Him, or like building a wall, and to not be distracted. And so I just wrote that on the front of my girls at home, because that verse is just huge. What we're doing here is a great work, and it's a very important work, because we don't want to build our walls out of duty and just because that's what good Christians do. We just don't go into church because that's what we're supposed to do, but that because we delight in the Lord. That I am chosen, I want to tell you, it's very easy when you were raised in church and you're raised around church talk to just hear, oh, the Lord has chosen you, or oh, yes, we're chosen, and it not mean much. This week, it came to life for me to think that before God created this planet that we're sitting on, before He hung the stars in space, He knew us. He had chosen us. He had great plans thought out for us to complete, but He delighted in us, that He created us because He delighted in us, that we make Him smile. That came to life for me this week, and that was something that I haven't felt in a long time. It was a very emotional time. And I hope that you will share some of yours this week in the comments. Memorize your confidence booster. Memorize your word. Your verse of the week is so important, ladies. It's so important. And I just want to share with you something the Lord spoke to me this morning before I hush and let you comment. I was doing this horrible, evil workout called the Shred, and I have a love-hate relationship with it, because I go through spells where I'm very committed to it and I'm up and I'm doing it, and then spells where if I even think about it, it just makes me shiver because I just hate it. Well, right now I'm in a spell where I have got to do some exercise, so I have been doing the Shred. And that's the reason I'm sitting very still today, because my body hurts. And this morning, I was doing the Shred, and something that this lady on there said hit me, not just physically challenging, encouraging me, and coaching me on, and saying, don't give up, don't stop, but she said pretty much, and I'm going to paraphrase, we were at the end of one of our little circuits, and I think we were doing lunges and raising the weights, and she said, we've only got a few more. Don't you dare stop, because now that you're starting to hurt, you're feeling that pain, that's when the greatest change comes. Now, she meant physically, as in push through, keep it up, don't stop, you're almost there. But what the Lord spoke to my heart was, anytime we decide to dive into His Word, anytime we say to Him, Lord, do what it takes to help me get this, teach this, open my eyes, I am seeking you, change me. Anytime we say that, we are going to be faced with great opposition. Anytime we do that, it's when we lay ourselves bare and say, Lord, come and heal my heart, show me what needs to change. It's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to feel like static lunges, and all these lunges, however she says it, I don't know, I should really know it as much as I've done it, but when we lunge and lift those weights, and it hurts, and you feel like my arms cannot do it one more time. Anytime we get to that point, and we give in and we just stop, we're kind of cheating ourselves out of the best part of the workout. You see, the next part that's going to come is a part that's going to bring change. So I just want to encourage you to press through. And when it gets hard this week, when you get in there and you think, I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, I don't even want to face some of this stuff, Lord. Press through. The best part's coming. The change is coming, and it's worth it. He is worth it. I hope that you're having a great week. I'm praying for you, and I look forward to reading what God's doing in your life and in your hearts. Bye.